right there is where it's at. This is what they're all trying to qualify for. The Gamescom tournament, the middle of the next month, down in Cologne in Germany. It's going to be a $250,000 tournament, and these are the qualifiers. If Na'Vi win here, then they are going to go to play a third map, and whoever wins that map is going to be going to Gamescom. If you lose this map in your Na'Vi, then you don't get to qualify at all. You're not going to be going to the LAN, and that would be a massive upset. ESG already took it on train, 16-7. Had a flawless second half on the T side of train and absolutely shocked everybody. This is Room on Fire, and I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves this evening and this whole weekend. And it isn't even done yet. After this game, we still have the Finns in Encore playing the Danish team in Copenhagen Wolves for another best of 3. So we really do have a lot of Counter-Strike to come still. But so far, we're really happy all of you are tuning in here. It's been a long day for everyone, and you guys have been sticking with us. So big thanks for that. Follow and subscribe if you want to help us out. And now we're going to be going into Inferno. Semler, I mean, what can we expect from this map?
We can expect some really solid play from ESG on Inferno to start. Guardian's AWP is not going to be as effective. Guardian can use the AWP on Inferno, but it doesn't. I don't think it'll have as big an impact as say it would on Train. You know, really creating a lot of opportunity for Na'Vi that never really seemed to get backed up by his teammates. Seized never really seemed to get into the game in any meaningful kind of way. Edward either. So you're looking like at the heavy hitters of Na'Vi, the guys who are really supposed to be doing a lot of work to get frags on the board and get Na'Vi rounds. It was Guardian who was doing it, and then nobody really from the team showing up to help. So ESG, if they can keep rolling like that, because there were 2 members at least on ESG who were doing quite a bit of work, Michael and Emilio, if they can have a repeat performance here on Inferno, I'm actually going to say that ESG might take this right here.
That is definitely a possibility, I'd agree, yeah. That must be a really tough thing for Na'Vi to lose like that. I think it's sort of one thing losing on Train as a first map, but it's devastating losing because ESG did all of their work on the T side. That's painful.
Yeah, it really seems like, you know, what did they get? What was the finish? 16-7?
16-7, yeah. It was 8-7 for the first half in favor of ESG. That was when ESG was on the CT side. So getting 8 rounds is actually not that great. We were sort of worrying a little bit because, you know, Na'Vi got 7 rounds on the T side, and it looked like they were probably going to be able to win the map. And then ESG comes home and takes every single round on the terrorist side and make it all the way to 16-7.
That's really just impressive. I mean, to get a perfect T-side half, ESG actually have to be kind of miffed right now because it seems like Train is really one of their stronger maps, and that's not going to be in the pool for this tournament they're trying to qualify for.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, you know, that might rain on the parade a little bit here for the Swedes.
That is a good point. Train is not going to be played in at Gamescom. Instead, it's going to be Overpass and Cobblestone, and then Cash, if you will. But still, it's an interesting map pool.
This is when we're not seeing Cobblestone Overpass. Cash, I would love to have Cash in this pool right now, just to spice things up. See who's willing to go toe to toe on Cash. Always an entertaining map in my opinion. But yeah. Right now, the way things are breaking down, it seems like we're waiting on everybody to load up. Hoyten has changed camps. He decided to give Na'Vi a hand. And, you know, they're like, okay, fine. Be that way.
Not sure they need it right now.
I'm still trying to remember the conversation I had with Hoyten once. He's such a nice guy. Like, Hoyten is a genuinely nice guy. Yeah. Really. Just super cool. And but he can have like funny little like weird conversations sometimes where it was like we started discussing Eid of bikes going downhill and then skateboards as well because they were boot camping at Inferno, and I remember a guy going by on a skateboard and he was really hauling ass down this hill. I was like, wow, okay, that guy's going fast. And then Hoyten turns to me, he's like, that guy, he's going 600,000 kilometers right now, and he says it just deadpan serious. And I'm like, I don't know what to think right now, man. Like, yeah, he is going pretty fast.
How high are you at the moment? Oh, God. Yeah, well, that is weird. Maybe we should get more interviews. Wait, there's a chicken in the fountain! Oh, yes! This is the first time.
I'm so ridiculously excited about this, Anders. Like, it really has made your day.
It has! This is, I mean, this is zoological first. This has never been captured on camera. This is wildlife shots right here of an aquatic chicken. Definitely nobody's ever done this before.
What the hell? You're lying. I don't see a chicken in the fountain.
I'm gonna win a National Geographic prize for this. You may think it's nothing, but it is. This is huge.
Dude, which fountain are you talking about? Is it back at T-spawn?
B bomb side.
The hell? I don't see a chicken in the fountain. You're flipping out, man.
No, it's right here.
You're seeing things.
I see you, chicken. This is fantastic.
You're seeing things you want to see, Anders.
I'm gonna take.
It's not there.
I'll take a screenshot right now. Chicken and fish, same screenshot. Now they restart, but I got the screenshot in. I have evidence, and I have a ton of witnesses in the chat too. Don't try and deny my fame. This is gonna be my path to success. Okay.
Alright, tweet it or it isn't real, man.
I will. Now, Navi versus ESG. It's the second map in this best of 3. We have the 9th round coming up. If Navi lose this map, they are out of the qualifiers and they won't be going to the LAN. If ESG manage to lose it, well, it's going to go to a third one, which will be, I believe, on Dust 2.
Let me double check that real quick. Yes, Dust 2 is the third map.
Was that really a 9th round? Because they were shooting at each other in the beginning, so I'm a little bit confused. But seems like they are going to go ahead. Yeah. Swap. Yeah, so that was a real 9th round. They just didn't worry about being shot. All right, fair enough. ESG going to be starting on the CT side, Navi on the terrorist side, and we are ready. Welcome to Room on Fire, and ESG versus Navi for the second map here.
Yeah, we're not wasting any time either. They're really raring to get this map underway here. Navi need to bounce back. It's crazy that we're saying this, but Navi are now one map away from getting eliminated from these qualifiers. ESG would go through to the main event, which would be ridiculous. Over Navi, that would be a huge upset.
Yeah, I mean, it would actually be really hard to deal with, I think. I would be disappointed, not because I don't want to see ESG go, but just because I think it'd be really big disappointment for Navi not to get to go to that tournament, and potentially could even have some consequences for the team. It's one of the major tournaments. You really don't want to not be invited for it. Emilio looking here, instant headshot, goes for a second one, not going to get it, but cool play. Looking for the second kill. I think that's a really good idea. If he had just started running, he could have died without any chance at all. So 1-for-1 trade, as we say here on the channel, and it's going to be Delpan and Rogue over by the A-bomb side. And Delpan is in a really interesting position. This could either be genius or it could just fail.
It's going to fail miserably.
And there's the answer. That's unfortunate.
At least he did spot Zeus with the bomb, so there is that. It didn't fail totally miserably. Delpan, it was just a minor misery, basically, because he did actually spot where the bomb was on the map. Except that now ESG are mind gaming themselves. They think that because Zeus got spotted with the bomb, Navi are now going to try and go for B instead of going for A, and Navi are counter bluffing the bluff and going for A now through the apartments. All 3 members are here. There's only one guy on the defense, and that's Roke, and he's on the other side of the site. He can't actually stop them from getting out on this bomb site. And
look at Cease. He's actually helping to sell this idea by throwing a ton of flashes in. So even Hitten, who was sort of thinking about rotating over, and Rogue, who was in the middle here, this is just a very nicely sold fake from Navi, and also helped by ESG sort of mind-gaming themselves. Zeus coming up with now a triple, all headshots here. And it's Michael and Hütten trying to see if they can retake this 2-on-4. Cease doing damage, and that's going to be it.
Cease hunts him down. Merciless. Merciless. And now Michael alive. He's got a kit. But he needs to get through 4 Navi members to make it happen. It's not looking likely here. He's sneaking his way through library. He's about to take the peek. Edward is waiting for him. He takes the kill, Michael, but then Zeus steps in. Gets revenge for his fallen teammate, the bearded one. And now Navi are up 1-0. Pistol round secured. Looking much better already as far as the mind games are concerned. Looking much better.
This is the start that Navi really needed. I can't even imagine being on the Navi TeamSpeak in between breaks. First of all, because I don't understand Russian, so it wouldn't really help me anyway. But if I did, I imagine there would be a lot of infighting going on. Losing like that is going to spawn just a lot of bad temperament on you know, a team like this. Even Navi, who have such a long history and such a lot of experience, it's not easy just ignoring that kind of loss. So getting a good start here, that might be exactly what the CIS team need to bring it back. And I really want to see a third map. I think more than anything, Navi owe us a third map here.
Agreed. They have to. They have to. This has to go to map 3. Dust 2 as well. How exciting would that be? Guardian, Delpan, Michael going toe-to-toe. That would be fantastic. But waiting right around the corner, it's going to be both members. Emilio Instagibbs again manages to catch Seized. And the reactions on Emilio right now are pretty goddamn impressive.
Did he not have head armor? Because there was a lot of blood. I don't think he had head armor. So that made it even easier. A little bit of a mistake. I'm gonna have to try and check that. I actually didn't spot. Someone in the chat tell me if he had or not. Rogue goes down, and Emilio trapped in the back here is gonna be dropped as well. So good recovery coming out from Na'Vi, making sure they don't let that get to them. Now some exit kills maybe coming in from ESG here.
That's what they're certainly hoping for. Michaelele taking a good shot. Seized calling the nice shot. Guardian is going to find Michaelele at range. However, Huiten is still trying to do his best with that sexy Mendy skin on his P250. But it's just going to fall apart here. ESG not even going to manage to pick up a parting shot. Are you kidding me? No, they do not. Zeus and Edward dropped so low, but they will live. Money saved here for Na'Vi.
Very, very good. It's going to be now 2-0 with the third round coming up. ESG not going to be able to buy anything, of course. They're still putting in the work here. I feel like they're doing something at least to try and kill as many members of Na'Vi as they can.
And we might have lost Delpan here. So interesting call for ESG. They're just rushing all over the place. Massive damage being dealt. In fact, they do manage to rush down C's, but then Zeus turns it around, picks off Huiten, and they clear up Banana. Na'Vi weather the storm and come out ahead.
Yeah, pause being called here, and you're right. I think ESG just deciding to throw the round a little bit away. Could have done as a... actually got a kill maybe on Edward or Starix. That would have been cool. And Michaelele is covering... Oh, Delpan's back.
Delpan moved.
Is it his ping? It could be lost instead of ping. I don't know. Let's just see.
He moved. He lives.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Delpan's back.
Well, okay then.
But what is he doing? He's in
Camping.
the corner. He's by the
camping.
The chair in the corner. Michaelele right here in the middle, walking out, gets the 1 kill. That's definitely worth a lot here. 30 seconds left, and Delpan with the USPS, they're going to be running right into the bomb site. They've heard him now as well, so they definitely know what's up here. Guardian ducking, shooting through the box. That box is just no good for cover anymore. People really need to figure this out. That can be spammed right through.
Yeah, you see that for Na'Vi. They're not even bothering to aim. They just go for the full-on spray through the box. They're like, okay, you're standing there. That's fine. Delpan is now out of the match, so probably had to restart his CS again, something like that. You know what would have been really great, though? Is if Delpan, if like you could sit in the chairs. Because, you know, he's crouching next to that armrest. But like, how sick would that be if Delpan is just sitting there in the library? You know, he's got his pipe, he's got a book, he waits for Na'Vi to come in. Then he just calmly shoots them in the face, right? Yep. Pretty sweet.
It would be nice. It would be very nice. Just sit down for a while, relax, regain some stamina, look at the art on the wall, which is really not that great. And this isn't, as I said earlier...
hotel art.
Yeah, and as I said earlier, this isn't really much of a library. There's a bookcase, and it has books, but if that's all it takes to qualify for a library, there are really a lot more libraries in the world than I thought. So, I don't know. I guess it's a good name because it's memorable, but we should come up with a different one. It's like in Dota 2, whenever they call it the secret shop, in spite of the fact that everybody knows where it is, so it's obviously not a secret shop at all. But, well, I'll let that one go. I tried to convince Toby at DreamHack Summer to change the name for it, but he said it would be impossible. And I trust his judgment.
You do?
I do.
You buy it?
I do buy it. I think Toby has his he knows the Dota community better than I do, I guess. So don't wanna try and force it on him, but it's just saying, just pointing out, trying to be friendly here. All right, we're waiting, of course, for Delpan to reconnect back in, and then we'll be good to go with the second map here in this best of 3. So far, a really good start for Na'Vi, but it's time for ESG to pick up rifles and see if they can put a stop to the CIS madness. Remember, again, to follow and subscribe to the channel. Following is perfectly free. You can just do it, click the button, and it will help us out. Let's see where we're at, guys. Are we at the 150 yet? How close have we got? 148 almost, so we're actually still 2,000 short. But we do have, how many? We have 32,000 people watching, so if a couple of you haven't clicked the follow button yet, then now's a good time to do it. We definitely will appreciate it a lot. What else can we say here? I'm just waiting, seeing if any admins are going to make any call here, but it feels like it's just Delpan being disconnected for the moment. Yeah, no luck at all to Delpan. All right.
Yeah, this is I think C's to put it best, you know, rename the qualifiers to who has more problems.
Yeah, it's been a bit of an issue throughout the day and also yesterday, unfortunately. That's the problem with online qualifiers, I suppose, but it would be pretty expensive having LAN qualifiers for something like this. Obviously, this is all going into a $250,000 tournament, so I guess there is a lot on the line, but ultimately it's up to the teams and the players to make sure that, you know, they have as few technical issues as possible, especially if it's going to affect their ability to play the game. But now he's back, and he does have the correct money, I think. Did he not? Yes, he did. So we're all good to go. We are all ready. Unpause.
Let us go fourth.
Yes.
Fourth round. Michaelele, money. Yes, check. Delpan, money. Check. Guardian, sup. Not much, brah. Waiting.
Ready, go unpause, and the unpause is happening. So, Delpan with an AWP. There's one on Guardian as well, which is a little bit more unusual for the terrorist side, but not a big surprise when it's Guardian. You really expect him to see that weapon. Delpan's going to be running for the B-bomb side, and he has actually 2 bodyguards with him as well. And I like this setup because they can be almost 100% sure that Na'Vi aren't going to go for a rush for the A-bomb side. That's just not what Na'Vi do. But Delpan goes down. Straight shot to the face there. Seized taking him out. That was
sick shot from Seized.
That was unexpected.
Yeah, that was a sick shot from Seized. Good nade on top of Huiten as well, who's putting shots through. Quick exchange of fire over here at the top of Banana, but Seized was wasting no time. He just chucked the molly and managed to land a sick headshot on Delpan, who was trying to get behind Carr, but that is not how Delpan wanted this to start. He was looking to get the freebie on the man pushing up from Banana, not the other way around. Now the ones who are under pressure here.
Oh, definitely. Especially Rogue in this corner. Guardian is going to be walking in on him any second now. They're actually going to check. Good shot from Rogue, but they know he's in the corner now, and that's almost certain death. Zeus running in. Rogue still alive, and he's going to wait for it. This is smart play. Rogue is actually doing this really, really well. Guardian is going to get flashed and has to fall into boiler room. Now another peek comes in. Guardian's going to take down one, and now has very little HP. 3 on 3, but this is great work from ESG.
This is so touch and go. I mean, Rogue making it happen and still alive as well, to boot. But Guardian is currently looking towards short. Michaelele alive in the pit. And there's Rogue striking again. Picks off Edward. That's 3 for him this round. He was looking magnificent. He may get a 4th. Starks manages to get back in the apartments, but he has no idea where he's getting shot from. Michaelele has to know that he's right there and catches him through the edge of the smoke. Michaelele not going to be able to get Guardian, though. Guardian up onto the site in the nick of time. And he actually takes the shot. Guardian, no fear.
No, definitely not. If he had hit that shot, that would have been monstrous, but it doesn't happen. And no bomb plant either. So they're going to be short actually a lot of money here. That bomb plant would have been huge for Na'Vi, but they can still force it up if they want to. It looks like they are just going to be buying on a couple of people here. That was a bit of a miraculous escape from Rogue. Once you are in this corner, getting the first kill was all well and good, but once you've been spotted and you have no teammates in Archway or towards Little Pit, then things really start to get hairy. Good shot from Delpan, takes down Guardian, and now up looking towards second mid, not going to spot anyone, and is not going to wait around too much longer either.
No, he isn't messing around. And that's smart of him to back off, because that's a very common nade spot. If they do manage to get up below apartments, they could ruin his day fairly quickly. And he is not moving, so if they were to just throw those nades through the window, that would be a very unhappy Delpan. But Na'Vi not willing to commit. They actually only have 1 HE on Starix, so not even an option, really.
3-1 here. Delpan misses shot, and bomb is over by Banana. They could go for it. Emilio and Rogue are both by the sandbags and just continue to try and hold it down outside the bomb site.
They're really taking their time with this, Na'Vi. I mean, they are down a man. They have to look for a pick. Guardian is down. The guy who's been doing a lot of their work, but now Seized could be taking point, and he will get caught by Rogue. But Zeus manages to return on Emilio. Rogue strikes right back again. 2 kills for him now, and he's still alive in the mix.
Yeah, he is. Rogue is really stepping up here on Inferno and making it hard for Na'Vi to do what is exactly they want to do. Rogue is in the corner still. Edward right around here, and he's going to charge in. Edward takes him down. It's a really big opening here, but Edward does die eventually, and Starix now in a 1-on-3. I thought that was going to be a 1-on-2, but hitting a little bit too heavy here, and Starix takes down one. Oh, wow. Could have been a 1-on-1 here. Grenade will not be killing Huiten. He's just around the corner. Could have even been a double grenade.
I think that Delpan actually almost kills off Huiten there, and that would have been ridiculous. A double kill like that for Starix, but now Starix about to get smoked off. Delpan swaps out for the M4. He wants to get in there. Starix takes out Huiten. Big opportunity now, and Starix clutches it. 2 kills, 3 in all, and Starix somehow emerges victorious.
That flashbang at the end was very, very smart. This forced Delpan to turn around, It's going to be 4-1 here, and that is now ESG right back to ecoing, and Na'Vi is taking a big step forward here in the second map.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to rock ESG. And this is going to give Na'Vi quite a few rounds to work with here on this half. Already 4 rounds, 5 rounds at the beginning. That's fantastic. Zeus looking to get up there, but there's already shots coming through. Sees knows this and tries to go for a couple pre-fire shots around the angle, and he will get caught. Or rather, he will catch Emilio.
Starix walking up into apartments here. Might be able to take Delpan out if he's going to be quick enough. Delpan actually falling back to the stairs and shotgun to the face. Edward picking up that Nova shotgun. Didn't even realize that.
Edward believes. Manly gun seized. Double kill over at B. Clears up the site. Do Na'Vi just continue? It seems like it. Michael getting caught by Edward. 2 kills for Edward. 1,800 bucks in a round. That's a whole lot of money that Edward just got. What an injection.
Yeah, very good job. And the last guy dying there as well, just ready to get, trucked away. Just right on the wagon. This time it worked. So 5-1, and it's going to be into the 7th round. Let's see how Na'Vi are going to be able to continue. I mean, it's a double eco coming out from ESG. They actually won't buy here. They're going to wait until they have full equipment and try and see if they can strike back.
Oh, wisdom at work. I mean, it's no point risking it, I suppose, is what they're thinking. They want to get Delpan that AWP. They want to make sure that they have all the smokes, all the nades. So ESG willing to give up another one. They are going for a risk, but I like the risk. Just stack up B and see what you can do. All 4 members. There are 4 members here for Na'Vi. However, in this banana, this is going to go south fairly quickly here for one team or the other. CZ75s, P250s. There's the flash, and C's is somehow still alive.
Oh, Starix killing everyone, including Guardian, and now it's just going to be down to Mike Kalele. He's the only one left, and they are actually coming for him. CZ75 in hand is going to pick up no kills yet. There's the one, has to reload. There's still 1-on-3 here, but what an incredible massacre out by the car. Just everyone dead, more or less, in the same spot. That was pretty incredible.
That was the perfect line for Seized as well. I'm amazed that he was still alive. I thought that he was going to be the first target for sure there for ESG. He was just around the angle. As somehow he comes out of the flash and then just mows down 2 guys. Really nice work. Stark's getting back at Guardian. That's going to be an expensive mistake as well. That team kill, 3,300 bucks. That's a lot of money out the window right there.
Grenades raining onto Banana don't really do any damage at all, but ESG are quite content to, quite set on the idea to actually try and hold it this far out. And they are going to have smokes and everything else. Delpan opening up with a great kill. That's up in apartments. Going to re-peek again here against Edward and misses that one. Edward, really lucky to be alive here.
Edward should consider himself lucky. Unfortunately for Starix, Delpan just had a sick shot. Very smooth movement from him to get that up in apartments. The peek works. Edward, however, will find Huiten, and there's another man that gets caught at the top of Banana. That's Rogue, who manages to get back around the sound bags in time. ESG rolling in it. Rogue, another 2 kills.
Very, very important kills coming in from Rogue there. Even the first one, but the second one especially. And now it's a 2-on-3. 45 seconds left here. Edward and Seized on opposite sides of the map. They need to work together, but the opening, this is the problem, is Delpan is right down here, so when Edward walks out, it's a very high risk. He's just going to get taken down immediately. And Michael is covering the back way, so Delpan has a lot of room to work with right now.
Yeah, they didn't buy the flash at all. And I think in large part due to the fact they didn't hear any steps. ESG didn't hear any steps in Banana. So they see the nades, but then they don't hear the steps, and they're just like, okay, well then. They are going to make it the move, however. Delpan will, as you predicted, find the first kill, but Seized strikes and picks off Delpan, turns it into a 1v2. Nade on short gives away Michaelila's position. That's not going to help him here, as Seized is going to just commit to the bomb plant, gets it down with 10 seconds left, and now the 1v2 situation with him alive on the site.
Seized is a really cool player. We'll see if he can do this. They are coming. They have kits and smokes and everything else, but are they going to realize he's actually out in the middle here? Rogue will just walk in and spray him down, and it's triple kill for Rogue. I mean, he's been stepping it up here on this Inferno map, and a little bit of a shame that Seized couldn't at least pick up the first kill. I mean, it would have been a tough 1-on-2 anyway, but I think he missed an opportunity to really do that.
Yeah, Rogue is playing out of his mind right now. Those are several rounds now that he's managed to put together and just get consistent kills. He's not top fragging, but he's tied for it with, or he's tied for second with Seized. Zeus the only one with more, with 10. That's a really impressive performance from Rogue so far. Like the thing is, it's really scary. If Delpan, Michaelele, Rogue, Emilio, they start waking up. That's a whole lot of firepower on ESG that Na'Vi, I think, are going to be hard pressed to deal with. Yeah,
that is definitely something that should be in the back of Na'Vi's mind. But at the same time, They're at 6 rounds, and I think that's actually all they need on this side. If they get any more than this, I have a hard time seeing ESG coming back from it once they get to play on the terrorist side. Obviously, it's a bit difficult to really say that because we've just seen them win 7 rounds or 8 rounds in a row on, 8 rounds in a row on the T side of train. So I guess anything is possible, but still.
It really seems like ESG have got train ironed out, though. Inferno seems kind of hit or miss. I mean, Na'Vi for now are just playing it so patiently. 6 rounds on the board, as you said, is a whole lot for the T side. And now we begin for the B side. Good smoke this time. Delpan isn't going to be able to actually put that AWP to too much use here.
Oh,
Insta-give.
Seized, making up for last round, hitting that shot. Delpan is down, and are they going to commit to it? I mean, they're hesitating a lot here, Na'Vi. Now they're going to make the push through. Rogue over by Flowers. The bomb is going to go down here. You can't really stop it. Michael on the edge. Guardian drops him, and no bomb plant yet. They're taking a long time here, Na'Vi, for actually doing this. It's a 2-on-4, and Huiten is somehow still at the A-bomb side. What?
I think they're just calling that this is not looking likely. 2-on-4. Roke is the last one alive. He's actually trying to sneak his way out of this site. And he should be able to make it out in one piece as well. Hold on to that gun.
Yeah, but why was he so far away to begin with? Did they think it was going to be a fake? Did they think... I mean, I guess Na'Vi took a long time to plan, so I was wondering if ESG thought it was going to be a B push or an A push after all.
I think they just lost too many members too quickly. Michaelele getting caught. Delpan. It was like Delpan and Michaelele were dead within 2 seconds of each other. That's half the fighting force there for ESG. In a 2-on-4, maybe they're just like, well, Huiten saved the gun.
Okay, so big shout out to Saltasia in the chat, one of our subscribers, who said he seized the day. I love that. It's a great and very stupid pun at the same time. It's exactly the sort of thing I enjoy. Now we're going to be moving into the 10th round, and 7-2. I mean, this is looking like Na'Vi are not going to give up on the idea, on the dream of going to Gamescom here.
Never, man. Never. Na'Vi are just striking back. They're waking up. Maybe Train was what was necessary to wake them up a little bit here. Starks wakes, and Emilio gets punished for peeking. Man and Boiler goes down to seized, and really Na'Vi all of a sudden just looking very solid here. But it's a totally different team from the one that we saw on Train. People are actually landing shots now for Na'Vi. That's the most important part. They're just beasting ESG at this point, bullying them.
There's almost no comparison, right? It's so strange to see it like this, but it's not the first time we've seen it. All throughout this qualifier, we've had teams that have been, destroyed on one map and then are destroying on the next map. Take Copenhagen Wolves and Epsilon, right? 16, what was it, 16-3 or 16-1 or something ridiculous on Nuke for Copenhagen Wolves? And then right afterwards, it's 16-7 for Epsilon on this map on Inferno, and it was really one-sided as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how it goes.
That's how it goes sometimes. Na'Vi, I mean, like now we see Seized and Zeus. Seized, this is the thing, this is the impact that Na'Vi can have when Seized is actually the one getting the frags. Who when he steps up, wakes up, and gets those entries. I mean, Zeus as well has been doing some pretty good work here with Starix, but Seized is really just crucial for Na'Vi, it feels like. If he can get going, that's when Na'Vi really starts to seem like this indomitable beast.
Yeah, I mean, Seized has been doing really well. Some of those entry frags, I mean, he missed the 1-on-2 clutch a little bit, but some of the entry frags have been worth a hell of a lot at the moment. He's at 11, so is Zeus, top fragging both of them, and we'll see if they can keep doing it. 8-2 is a very, very fine scoreline, and ESG are back to ecoing as well, so they might even get more than just the 8 rounds they have here.
Oh yeah, they're gonna go farther. This could be just an outright slaughter. Delpan, I mean, they've double stacked up in apartments right now. Delpan and Roke both in A apartments looking for anything, but Na'Vi, again, they're the most patient T side. Delpan gonna peek. Starix is there, chases him off. Delpan re-peeks and somehow gets the headshot. Big play there from Delpan, but it doesn't last long. Edward gets the refrag.
Emilio on 16 HP as well, and this mag 7, is it ever going to be put to use? It's a bit of a Molotov raining in, but that's part of a fake, and actually Michael still takes a lot of damage for it. Huiten and Rogue are the ones holding over the A-bomb site. Seems like they're sticking to this hold, which is a really good idea.
Take their time. They've got the 5-7, they got the... Well, in fact, they've got 2 5-7s on this site. If they can just manage to close the gap, this is well within lethal range where Huiten is holding from right now. If Navi try and rush up onto the site, he's going to be able to catch some off guard. He just needs to stay crouched, play it right. Rogue takes a shot, misses his opportunity, but there's Wei10 striking. Picks up one, but it's not enough.
Man, it's one of those situations where you have to hit perfect headshots, and not just one, but probably a couple of them. It's really difficult, but I definitely think you're right. The range was working in favor of them, and it could have been a little bit better than it was. Now, Michael is going to be saving this Max 7, which actually, it sounds ridiculous, but it's not a bad idea. There are a lot of places at the B and A bomb side you can use a Max 7 on this map, so I don't mind him doing that at all. I mean, ESG need whatever they can going in their way, basically. It just needs to happen. Something.
Now they need anything at this point, really, just anything at all. Is they're just not getting enough. Flat out, I mean, there's no getting around it now. They've lost this half. They've really just lost this half. Navi have got 9 rounds on the T side of Inferno. That's unheard of. This is where it just starts to get completely out of control, and it's not like the road gets any easier here for ESG. Navi, they continue to build up money, continue to build up a bank, so it's just round after round of buy rounds that ESG are going to have to deal with here before they can finally get Navi to eco. But before that even happens, I mean, there's only, what, 4 rounds left in this half. Navi don't care. They've got money enough for, like, 3. So if they get that far, ESG...
Yeah.
This is already just... an uphill struggle for ESG for the Swedes.
Yeah, basically they're in a position, Navi, where they can buy for the remainder of this half no matter what happens, unless they decide to go all negatives or something. They're gonna be all right. So waiting for C's to get back in, and then we should be good to go. Seeing if we can just continue with this. I mean, we want to see a third map at this point, which is going to be Dust 2. First map's already been decided. That was on Train, and ESG took it, and Navi looked just completely miserable, but now they've managed to refine themselves. They're back again.
And again, like, you know, that's the thing. They need to bounce back. It really does seem like Navi are figuring things out. I mean, the problem is that Seized is starting to top frag, and now Seized has to go take a break. We should be back in a moment now, however. He should be live, so just the time for... There we go, as I say it. Wham! Seized is back on the server. But he's top fragging with 12. Like, this is the thing. If Seized can continue with this momentum, this is why Navi just becomes so hard to deal with.
The chicken
Good
is
calls
back in the
behind
fountain.
Seized.
I'm not joking. The chicken's back in the fountain again. It's happened once more. I can't believe it.
ESG are just going to go in for, like... Well, it never really seems like they've had enough money to have big rounds. And the big rounds that they needed, it's B takes like the one Navi executed, where Delpan got caught instantly, had to take a risky position because of the smoke cutting off coils. He jumps up onto coils, sees insta-gibbs him, and then Michael at CT dies instantly as well. So it's just like these rounds, the big rounds that ESG need to be winning, they're losing them before they even start.
9-2 here. 12 rounds into the game, and ESG finally have rifles again, but it feels like it's impossible. I really don't see any way that the Swedes can come back and win this. There's just too much momentum, too much money, and too many rounds in favor of Navi. And we'll have to find out if there is any slowing this crazy train that's been going on the terrorist side. They're still playing it slowly and patiently. I mean, Navi aren't even giving them any chances either to get back into it. They're not making many mistakes right now.
No, they aren't. They are really taking their time. And this has forced ESG further and further back onto their sites. B site, we do have Emilio who's kind of like hesitating between rotating over or not. ESG aren't quite sure as to where this bomb is coming. So they can't go for a rotation yet. Seized, making noise, going for the molly, going for the smoke. This may be good enough to keep these two members here for ESG, and it will, but there's Delpan striking down Zeus, who manages to get through Arch.
Yeah, smart play from Delpan, sees it coming and takes down the first player there, so that's a really important part of the hold here. Now the push is going to be on for the A-bomb side, and it's going to be Hütten and with a Molotov trying to hold the apartments here. That's Rogue down in the pit. Gonna be a bomb plant happening, but it's still a 4-on-3. Maybe can actually win this round. Guardian, where is he? He's actually running all the way around. Are they gonna double stack the apartments here? Yes. Guardian is coming in here. This is interesting.
Guardian
goes down.
Delpan.
Delpan not down yet. Rogue is gonna help him out. This is a great hold coming out. Rogue again. This time a double. Delpan with a double and a good retake coming out from ESG. Makes it 9-3. It's a little bit late, but it's better than never, right?
Yeah, that's what needed to happen there. Give ESG a little bit of a break. And now they kind of have to just lock this down, take the remaining rounds. There's 2 rounds left in this half, and ESG need both of them at this point. 2 rounds. There's 3 rounds. My mistake. 3 rounds left. So this is still Guardian actually taking a lot of damage at the start here. What happened? Did he get shanked?
I'm not sure. I mean, it almost must have been because he was nowhere. Either that or he is... No, because he's all the way over here. It must have been, I think. That's a little bit unfortunate. If there was some friendly fire coming out. I didn't spot anything else, so I'm guessing that is the case. Oh, did you go robot again? Alright, we'll find out. Kriton, Delpan, actually all really close to each other, and Michaelelli down here in the pit, but now they're going to spread out, and Delpan's going to be looking towards Archway. It's going to be a push coming out at this point, and Na'Vi's setting up for the smokes. These smokes are meant for the pit where Michaelelli is holding, so with a little bit of luck, if you're Na'Vi, he's not going to be able to participate in the defense all too much. It's exactly the point of these smokes, so we'll see. One standing right here, is one going to be a little bit further back, and now look at the problem here. It's going to be down to Kriton and Delpan to try and help out, and they really need to stay alive. Michaelelli can cover the apartments, that's good, but it's not the same as being able to cover both apartments and also quad. If it still gets the kill home here, and Delpan and Kriton are going to pick it up, so no problem at all. Swedish team holding very strong at the moment. Guardian can't see a thing, actually can't even make it out of the apartments right now. So much smoke going on. Starix looking for a headshot here. Not going to be able to pick it up. He's going to go down to Emilio, and it's pretty much all over for Guardian. Delpan waiting for him, actually going to go down, and it's still a 1-on-3. 7 seconds left. So, yep, it's going to be the end of the round. And how's Mumble working out? Is it alright, Samler?
How is this now?
Yeah, just fine.
Okay. Didn't want to step in there and robot all over everything.
You never really know, right?
Alright, well, the pauses continue to reign in here.
Once more?
Once more, it appears.
What have we done to deserve this?
Classic. I don't know.
Guardian.
Guardian is,
he's not even happy
pleased
at all. Okay, well... Let's just see. Alright, just checking the admin chat, seeing there's nothing seriously wrong, but feels like it's just the same old disconnect as it has been all the time here. Again, we are in the second map here. We're going to be in the first half. First half almost going drawing to a close here on the second map. The first map went to ESG, so Na'Vi right now are fighting for their lives, fighting to stay in the qualifiers to go to Gamescom and fight for $250,000 prize pool. That's what's going on right here, and this is not the last game of the evening. We also have Encore versus Copenhagen Wolves coming up as the final one, another best of 3. So welcome to the channel, tell your friends, and click that follow button right there, the little heart on your monitor, and you'll be good to go. And also, if you want to, you can subscribe to us, and we definitely do appreciate that kind of help as well. Well, let's just see. Seized, we're only missing you. I mean, it feels like, I don't know, do you have the same feeling, Sandra? It sort of feels like at this point we're just waiting for Na'Vi to actually win this map.
Pretty much. Like, that's the thing. That's pretty much it right now. Na'Vi have got 9 rounds on the T side of Inferno. Like, that's so many more rounds than they should be allowed to get. I mean, T side, you should be happy if you get like 6 rounds, right? And you're like, okay, wow, we got 6 rounds. Like, this is looking pretty good, right? 8-7, oh boy. Calm down, you know, this is getting out of control. 9 rounds is like you falling out of your chair and just, you know, it's just, yeah, it's that good. So they should be, this should be a Na'Vi map, but it seems like, you know, we're going to, ESG are going to be allowed to have a breather, which is also something that's fairly important here. These frequent pauses are allowing ESG to center themselves and talk over what's been happening as well in the rounds. So Na'Vi losing a lot of that momentum that they've been able to get with this score. That's the thing. They're having to start from scratch again every time one of these pauses happens.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a shame, but at least the teams are they're otherwise occupied right now. ESG and Na'Vi, they're actually discussing the benefits of both spawns, whereas Na'Vi has soothing music that we can't hear for some reason. I don't know why you can't hear the music on GoTV, but there is some sort of soothing music coming from this room, whereas ESG they said birds, chickens somewhere, but actually there are no chickens even around. So I don't know. It just feels like the T spawn is a little bit more pleasant in that sense.
This soothing, man.
Oh,
it really is nice.
There's more robot back, I think. The robot, where does it come from? No, it's still happening. I'm sorry.
really heavy, like, humid right now.
Oh,
so,
and then it just works again. It's so strange. He was just rowboating for like a good 4 or 5 seconds, and then all of a sudden it's right back. I'm going to find out one of these days that it's not rowboating at all. You have one of those voice modulators, and you're just like trying to troll really hard. It's probably going to be a thing.
You're never going to know. No, I think it's just my upspeed. My downspeed is good enough because I hear you just fine pretty much the whole time. But my upspeed is atrocious, so it's probably that's getting bogged down or something. I don't know.
Well, hopefully it's not a big problem. Seized, I think he's going to be connecting back in any second, and then we'll be good to continue the game. Obviously, these disconnects are a little bit frustrating, both for the teams, but also for us, of course, watching. We don't want any kind of break here. Want to keep going as much as we can. Actually, there's a big bonus, I think, to this CT spawn, which is the fact that they have this APC thing going on here, whatever it is, with the machine gun on top. It's a shame they can't figure out how to use that, because I feel like this could actually pretty just keep driving into the B-bomb side if that's what they needed.
We should be live here any second.
All right.
So fear not, guys. We're almost there. We're getting back into it.
Good, because I'm definitely losing my mind with this break.
Yeah. Hey, and we still have Copenhagen Wolves to look forward to. The guys who need to relog every 5 rounds.
Oh, don't remind me. I'm going to go look for the chicken in the fountain again. That's what I'm doing.
Go commune with the chicken. It seems...
Oh, the robot's back again. Oh, no. Well, no chicken this time. And no... Oh, there's seized. So now I think we're good to go. Here he comes. The 14th round, and ESG, they need to make this 9-6 somehow, and even if they do that, and even if they win the pistol round, and even if they win the 4th round, it's still going to be one hell of a battle to get back in this game. But obviously, nothing is lost yet. Until it says 16 rounds for Na'Vi, this game is not over, or for ESG, of course, but right now it feels like Na'Vi do have a really big lead. So welcome to the show once again. Hopefully, not going to have too many more pauses here on this map. If it goes to a 3rd map, that map will be Dust 2. If it doesn't, that means ESG will have won on Inferno miraculously, and they will go to Gamescom. So let's just see here if we can get it all working. Semler, how's your robot voice coming along?
I'm working on it. No. What do you make of it so far?
It's working out just fine.
Alright, well, go ahead and walk us through the beginning of this round.
Yeah, Michael Lilly trying to take some shots. Actually, it's going to go down, but Hutten inside with a very cool triple spray down. Gets time to reload. Delpan is there, and it sees it's going to make up a double kill. And he actually gets the bomb plant as well. Let's see if he can clutch it this time. Last time, he didn't do it. This time, he's going to smoke off towards Archway. It's a very fine idea, trying to force them to go the other way, but ESG, they're really difficult to hurt. They don't want to see if they can run. They want to see if they can get right through here and seized. Oh, another smoke's going to block him off now. Is he going to be able to spot them? He's up in Graveyard looking into the bomb site, and he can't actually see them. Rogus over there, faking it once. Seized, not buying it. This might be genius play from Seized. He's going to be walking right out. Can he drop Rogue? He takes down one, sprays, and oh my god, Seized will pick up the quad kill, and Na'Vi are going to win the round. That was truly patient and brilliant play coming out from the Russian. That was lovely.
Magnificent, I think is the right word. Magnificent. Yeah. The patience and the read. He just needed to get the one guy defusing as well by that time. Those smokes worked out perfectly for him. He didn't jump the gun. He didn't give his position away. ESG had no idea where he was until the very last second when it was too late. Seized is the master ninja.
Definitely really, really sick game coming out here. 10-4. The last round of the half coming up, and ESG, they have enough to buy rifles, but they don't really have much else. No smokes or anything else, so once the first round of smokes clear here, there's not going to be anything else. Na'Vi can just walk straight into a bomb site with almost no opposition, and that's not good.
No, that's not going to help things at all. But 15th round, unreal. Especially when Seized is landing shots the way he is. Zeus, Guardian, really stepping it up. But it looks like we're going to have another pause in the next round here. Something to look forward to, Anders. Delpan, facing off.
It's the halftime, so I guess they could pause if they want to, but
it's true.
Delpan going to be walking right into Edward. Checks the corner, and I'm wondering if... No, Edward wasn't disconnected. It was actually ESG calling for a pause, so I'm not really sure why that is. Edward just falling asleep a little bit in the corner. But even if this is going to be 10-5, it's still an overwhelming score in favor of Na'Vi. Going to be a 3-on-3 attempt to retake this bomb site here. Bomb is going to go down for Zeus here, and now things are looking tough. Hutten gets the kill. It's going to be a double for him, but he's very low on health. And Seized and Starix, what do you say, Samla? Can they do this?
I think they can.
Oh, and that's exactly when the robot starts. Brilliant stuff. Now, Starix goes down. Seized, it's your turn again. Up on the coils. Gonna pick off one. Now a 1-on-2 here. Now makes it a 1-on-1. The spray almost happens. Delpan, what can he do? He's out of time. There's really no time. Seized has done it again. Triple kill and clutches it one more time. He's at 20 total. What an absolute monster. He even stands in the face of the bomb and just gets it done. That is some really, really great play coming out from Seized.
LOL, Guardian.
What?
Flavey strikes back.
Oh my god. I love the trash talk. Subtle trash talk, right? That's what we're looking at here. Alright, well that's the first half done, guys. The second half is going to be coming up, hopefully after not too much of a break. Because we want to get to that third map. See if we can really get it on here. How many people have we got watching now? Almost 32,000. So big thanks to all of you for tuning in. I know it has been a very long day. And it's only going to continue. Even after this game, we have another best of 3 coming up between Copenhagen Wolves and Encore. And it's going to be great fun. It's well, we're approaching 10 o'clock here at Central European time, and we started about 1 o'clock, so it has been a very, very long day for us here. And, of course, we're really pleased that all of you wanted to tune in. It's a little bit boring casting, you know, when there's no audience, so big thanks. Follow and subscribe, and we are about welcome here. We're about ready here. I'm so confused. As I said, it's been a long day. But, Samla, if your microphone is, or if your connection is still working, what do you think of the second half here?
What do you do to get the Allfather on your side again? You have to go hang someone from a tree, right? Because I think that's what ESG need to do in order to have a chance at taking out Na'Vi here.
I really don't.
Is it still roboting?
No, it's all right.
Okay, just making sure.
So
like right now they need to like I don't know, it's an old joke, but you know, sacrifice a console to Gaben pretty much, because otherwise I don't see it happening. Odin is nice because Thor had his little tantrum earlier on today. You know, he threw a hissy fit. Just thunder and lightning, very, very frightening. But maybe Odin is the one who needs to be pleased here. Maybe ESG need to look to him. Consult with the Ravens.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, anything they can do, really, to get this working, that's what they need, because it is spiraling utterly out of control. And we're going to be going into Dust 2 as well. I guess they're going to have a break between the two maps, just a quick break, hopefully. But, I don't know. ESG, they really don't seem like they've been able to come up with very many answers.
No, it really, like, that's the really odd thing, is that Guardian did the work on Train, which is really fascinating here. Guardian did the work on Train for Na'Vi. This map, it seems to just come to life and gotten all of the entries, it seems like. You know, Zeus and Starks, you know, lending a hand. Edward doesn't really seem to be on this map, but in this sort of situation, it seems like it's just Seized, who's just stepping in and imposing his will. And it's like the Seized that we saw at Star Series, this untouchable god who just walks around and does what he wants, get triple kills and clutches the round, you know, repeatedly, round after round. Way past when he should not be allowed to anymore, right? Yeah. So this is the thing. It's like, you know, you're worried about Guardian and you're like, oh my god, Guardian, right? But then Seized wakes up and he's like, no, Guardian ain't got nothing on this.
He's just had so many good rounds. I mean, it was incredible. Really, really a pleasure to watch him play like this. And it isn't the first time we've seen it at all. Seized has actually consistently been a really good player for Na'Vi, so it's not a big surprise that he can do this. But still, when you see it, you know, in real time, it does leave quite an impression, doesn't it? Now, how can we move on with this? That's the big question.
Well, we have to be patient because it looks like we have everybody back on the server now. So we should be able to actually get into the second half and see what ESG are capable of on the T side. Because I guess the one thing that ESG have going for them is the fact that they were able to pick up a perfect T-sided half on Train, winning all of the crucial hurdle rounds that they needed to maintain Na'Vi's economy low and let them just keep on steamrolling. So ESG, if they can do the same thing by some act of God, whatever, if they can do the same thing here, pick up that pistol round, crush that fourth round by, we may actually have a game on our hands, Anders.
We may just indeed. I think even they're ready, so we really do have a game on our hands. What a surprise. I thought it was never going to go on, but now, here we are. Second half, second map. Na'Vi versus ESG, and everything is on the line, especially if you are Na'Vi, because, you know, you just need 5 more rounds, you will have done the victory, and you'll have taken the victory, and then you'll be moving on to play on Dust 2. If you lose this map, if somehow something goes wrong for Na'Vi here, they're going to be out of the qualifiers. That's what's on the line. Again, thank you, and welcome to Room on Fire, and again, a big thanks to everyone who's been shooting in all day, especially, you know, some of our audiences from across the sea, either in Australia or the US or wherever you might be, India or South Africa. It's been a long day for all of you guys, I know, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy the show, the remaining of it here. Mikelele in the middle, spotting Guardian. This pistol round is everything to ESG. If they have any hope of a miraculous comeback, it's going to start with this round.
No, we've got the smokes, we've got the flashes going onto that A site. They managed to overwhelm Quad, but Na'Vi are rotating. It's going to be a full 4 guys here on the defense, but the key people are going to be the guys in pit. Guardian alive, picks off with that, and that's the start that Na'Vi are looking for.
Yeah, Seized coming in with another one right here. Edward looking to see if he can take somebody down. Mikelele, who's dropping low. I think they don't even have the bomb picked up right now, and Na'Vi still have everyone alive. This is such a good pistol round from the CIS team. And now Mikelele, 2 HP in a 1-on-5. No matter how optimistic you are, you really couldn't give him much of a chance there. That's Guardian with a double, and Na'Vi with a victory on Inferno. That's it.
Done. The feet, they've been put down. Alright, this is it. Down. ESG, what could have happened there? I mean, they went for the right play, right? They just tried to get onto that A site as quickly as possible, but Na'Vi had 4 guys there so quickly and fully committed to the defense as well, not kind of hanging about, letting the plant happen. Na'Vi just hit ESG like a ton of bricks. They went roaring in, and when it was the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, it turns out that I guess the unstoppable force, kind of just plowed through that object, and Na'Vi, they get the pistol, and they should very well get this map. There's not really much ESG can do about it now.
No, it's kind of difficult because we're at a point where even if ESG win this round, they've done a really good job starting off here. Taking down Season Star is definitely well played, but we're talking several orders of magnitude more impressive than this. They need just an incredible second half, one that we've basically never seen the likes of before. Good kill from Zeus coming in. It's a 3-on-3 retake coming up from Na'Vi.
Yeah, Huiten has that M4A1 though. He's able to put it to use. Mikelele getting the drop on Guardian. Guardian not knowing how he's getting hit. Edward will get the kill. It's a 1v2. Edward needs to clutch, but it's just not enough time. He's going to have to back off, and he doesn't even do that. Emilio at range with a fantastic shot on him. But both members dying, actually, so that's not that good for ESG in the end.
They do lose a lot, but they still have plenty of money going into this. Obviously, Na'Vi won't, so it's going to be an eco round, but I'm still we can't even really get too excited. That's the big problem. All right, now Huiten is pointing out now at least they have the music, so something going in their direction here. But unfortunately, more internet issues happening here. So this is getting a little bit ridiculous now with all these pauses, isn't it?
I'm getting transported back to I feel like we're being transported back to a year ago when the DDoS was like just picking up, So it's really crazy how quickly we're getting back to a point where it takes ages to do a single best of 3. Hell, a single map.
Yeah. I really don't know what to say. It is kind of painful, it definitely is, and we don't even have any control over it. We just can't really do much about it. All we can do is we can promise you guys we'll never stop here this evening. We'll just keep going forever and ever. But it obviously does kill the momentum of the game a little bit, and it's, I don't know, especially because we sort of feel like the map is already over, so that at least we could use this time having an actual break instead of just waiting.
I'm wondering if it's I mean, it's actually with this team in particular, these 2 teams in particular, that we do have these issues. But I'm wondering if it wasn't just a wooden modem or something like that this time around. Who got nailed? That's the question.
I don't know. Delpan did have a really high ping, so I'm guessing it's maybe him that's the issue.
Okay then. Yeah, I don't see him moving or anything. But then Emilio, I mean, same thing right now. Not sure. Not sure what's going on. I mean, it would really, I mean, Na'Vi could even turn it around right here if they have a big round. I mean, P250 armor, they go for the buy. CZ's double shotty. Na'Vi, no fear. No fear at all.
It's a good idea. I mean, I like it. Why not? Why not just try and close it out as soon as you can? You have so many rounds to play with as well, and shotguns are definitely worth picking up on this map. So there's a real chance it could be happening here. Well, I am really losing my mind waiting for this. Just slowly but steadily, it's slipping. What else can we find? Can we find something else on this map that we can look at that isn't chickens or fish? I can't find anything. They need to add something else. More animals in Global Offensive. It's happening. Samla.
Sorry, I'm talking to the admins real quick about what's going on. We're gonna see what's actually the call here.
Oh,
but apparently we're going back live.
All right. I mean, it'd be really unfortunate if one of these teams actually had to pick up, a stand-in or anything else like that. I'm not even sure if they can, but if they were to do that, it'd be a little bit of a shame. Don't want to play with the stand-in in a qualifier as important as this one. But at the same time, it's also a little bit... It doesn't really work if you can only play one round at a time and then you have to disconnect.
Yeah, this is well, it seems like we should be back live in just a few moments here. And it looks like, okay, so it looks like the decision has been made to start the other match as well. So the last match that we were going to have today, which is going to be Encore versus...
The Wolves.
Yeah, that's right. Encore versus Copenhagen Wolves. That's going to start in about 9 minutes' time because it's just getting too late. You can't realistically start a best of 3 at 11 p.m. CET. Like, it's Finland are an hour ahead, so all of Encore would basically be starting at midnight. It's just way too late. It's way too late. So they're going to start it now.
Yeah, I don't blame them. Big shout out to yourself for at least trying to allow us to do the full schedule. Obviously, they want us to do all the games as well, and we tried to make it work, but with these kind of delays, it is getting a little bit difficult. We're going to stick with this match because we kind of want to see it to the end. I think even with all the delays and everything else, I think we need to figure out which of these teams is going to be going through. And then, soon as it's over, without much of a break, we're going to be going right into the Copenhagen Wolves Encore match. So we'll try and get as much as we can in over here, but that's just kind of what it's like. Let's see. Second round coming up here. Third round actually coming up. And Delpan with a good opening. Seized. Peeking out. Does damage. Takes down the bomb as well. Now Seized. Still has half HP and the Mag 7 up close here. Oh, good flashes come in, and Seized will pick up the kill. Now a double, going for the triple. Has to reload, actually, before you can take even more kills. And Guardian is going to show up, pick up a kill. Delpan very low on health. One click here of the Mag 7, and it's going to be all over. Seized needs to make this a triple.
Bomb has been picked up, but Delpan makes no noise. And he seems to be slowly trying to sneak his way over to the A site, down Banana. I mean, he's got 50 seconds left. He has the time to do this. Zeus, no fear, though. Zeus is going for the peak. Zeus has got full HP. Delpan down to 19. But they see this coming from a mile away, Na'Vi. They're going to rotate over. They're going to rotate Zeus over to make sure that site is covered.
Yeah, Zeus the one making his way through. Delpan is going to be putting down the bomb now. Zeus in library. He's going to hear him already. Delpan can't really escape easily here. If he tries to walk away, he's going to go down. He's got one... Well, he's got 19 HP, sorry, but it's still not enough. One click here from the AK is going to be all it takes. But Delpan being smart, walking around, and there is no kit either on Na'Vi, so they don't actually have a lot of time. They need to move quick.
No, but at least they actually wait for each other, and that's a good call by Na'Vi. Rather than rushing in one at a time and giving Delpan the chance to clutch this, they're really taking their time, and it seems like they figured out it's either boiler or it's going to be apartments. Seized, going for the defuse, in the smoke, and Seized is gone. Delpan, he's done it. He's actually clutched this.
Smart play, and no kit means really no time at all. Delpan is going to go down, unfortunately, but Na'Vi do not win the round. They're asking for each HP, says 12, but it was 19. Fair enough, Delpan. It's close by. 12-6 here, and we're moving into the 19th round, and they save an AK at least, and Zeus actually buys a kit, I think, this round, unless he picked one up somewhere. That's, yeah, saving an AK is not at all bad. It's 12-6, and still a massive gap between these two teams. And now Seized
looks like we lost Seized this time.
You gotta be joking me, right? This just cannot continue.
Alright, so yeah, pause again, Na'Vi. We have lost Seized, but then again, at least Seized, it's quick. He usually gets back fairly quickly, just a couple of minutes, and he should be back.
All right, so ESL admin's telling us they're going to start it at 22:30, which means that's in about half an hour they're going to start the other match. So they are giving us a little bit of room to work with here, see if we can make it happen, but I'm not too hopeful. I'm not too hopeful. We'll see, we'll see.
Yeah, no, this is, it's not going to happen. We go to a third map here. Na'Vi should win. I mean, they have quite a bit of a buffer. They only need 4 rounds, and they're on the CT side of Inferno. I mean, unless ESG could just play out of their minds completely here, that's definitely a reality here, and we should be taking this to Dust 2. On a map on which anything is really possible. I mean, Na'Vi could have a similar performance on their CT side of Dust 2, just locking ESG down. So this is all up in the air as far as, you know, who's going to be able to take this in the end. If we go to map 3, it really is a coin toss.
Yeah, that is absolutely right, especially because we've seen such varying performances from both teams. You know, sometimes they seem to do really well, sometimes maybe not so much. So I guess we'll just have to wait and find out exactly how it's all going to unfold.
We have the maps for the other best of 3 though, so that's interesting. Reflex from Encore picks Inferno, Kerrigan picks Nuke, and then the third map will be Dust 2. So Inferno, Dust 2, and Nuke in the middle. We've seen how dominant Copenhagen Wolves can actually be on Nuke, so this is going to be really a tough fight for Reflex. They absolutely need to pick up the Inferno win.
Yes, they do. Now the game has restarted 2-1, and we're ready for the 19th round. Let's get it on. AK on 1, seized with a Max 7. I would like to see Na'Vi go for sort of a save soon. Just no Max 7s, no nothing else. Just make sure they have full equipment and then close this game, because they are definitely within range to do it. Su's going to peek out in the middle, take down Delpan. Very nice peek. And then seized up here with the Max 7. Not going to be able to use it. Rogue comes in just at the right angle and the right timing. And that's still a good start for ESG, I think. They should be able to take this.
Wow, really liking this call from Na'Vi, though. They're just going all out. Full rotation to A from B. They aren't even leaving anybody at B right now. It is a full rotation to A. And ESG are about to walk into it. Are you kidding me? ESG, they're going to walk right into the trap. There's a man so far up close. Starks right around the corner. He's going to get caught after the flash, but still doing good damage to Huiten.
It could have very easily been a kill then, and Edward shooting through the smoke doing even more damage, but still going to leave Zeus alone down in the pit here. Guardian is pretty far away, and Zeus doesn't have a lot of health here. Does have an AK, but it's not even near enough. Guardian, well, it's just a matter of basically trying to pick up another kill here if he can. Running right into it, and one headshot here should be enough, but now they're all showing up for the party, and it's not going to be working out. So 7-12, and now we at least have enough. It's going to be pretty from us on Zeus, but that's still all right. And let's see if the CT side can actually start winning rounds here on the second half.
Yeah, now this is it. The big opportunity for Na'Vi to put their feet down here. I do like the enthusiasm from ESG. You know, got to get them eco frags, right? I mean, Guardian with only a P2K, huh? Who's going to get that one? You got the nades going out into Banana already. Rogue taking a little bit of damage to start, but everybody gathered up here, and it seems like it will be a YOLO B play here from ESG. They've got the nades, they've got the smokes, they've got everything they need. They just need to get the kills now, and Seized is waiting fairly close here to the entrance.
Yeah, he is. Seized and Starix. This is a really cool position with Starix. He's a little bit more difficult to flash, and he also has some cover there, and also maybe even difficult to spot. Molotovs rain in here. Seized not taking any damage. Starix goes down. Now bomb plant right in front of Seized. He's going to get the bomb carrier, and that's really huge. Now that's a delay that's going to cause a lot of time here before ESG can really start planning again.
He's in the smoke. They only just figure it out. But Seized is somewhere in the smoke. He's still alive, and he finally gets caught by Emilio. He will be able to put down the plant. Emilio. Smoke's going down. That's going to cut off the remainder of Na'Vi. Edward takes the fight at range and turns it into a 2-on-2. But Na'Vi have so little HP. They don't have a whole lot going for them here.
I really don't. 2-on-2, really tough retake, and also no defuse kit currently picked up. Guardian, Edward charging in there. Both of the players from Sweden down in yellow right here, and one is going to get taken down now. Guardian drops next. Huiten coming up with a triple kill, and I don't know. If they've made this comeback, it's the most ridiculous comeback I've ever seen, I think, on Inferno. At least very nearly the most stupendous comeback. 12-8 here, and Na'Vi are back to ecoing, and ESG, they're just winning these rounds.
They're putting them together, and they're keeping Na'Vi hard-pressed as far as the money is concerned. I mean, even that round, Na'Vi, they go for a buy, but you've got guys with FAMASs and limited nades. So Na'Vi really trying to do their best, but double nade to the top of Banana punishes Seized. No action for him this time. C's not really having too big of an impact, apart from that sick play, denying the plant and at least slowing it down in the last round. He's not having too much luck this one. Gets blown to smithereens.
Edward up in the apartment with a Nova shotgun, defending his property, making sure the terrorists don't get near to try and, you know, spoil the fun here.
Oh, mess up his lawn. A lot of work gone into that lawn.
Exactly, it's really important. There's also a fan in the ceiling here, so you know I definitely want to. I wish I had a ceiling fan right about now. It's 100 degrees in here.
Alright, well, right now, as far as Navi are concerned, just kind of moving across the map, trying to get information. Edward peeking into apartments is good. He spots a man out in second mid, but that's only one guy. The rest of them moving up, and there's Zeus confirmation. Spots the rest of them, gets around into the corner, and the rotation has started, but the rotation has started too early. ESG are backing off, and you see Starks do the double take and head right back over to the B site.
Yeah, realizing they can hear them running back. He's going to get into a good position here with the P250, so definitely very nice here. If he can pick up a headshot, maybe this is going to change around. Shooting him in the back, Starix going to pick up the one. Delpan charging in, and great play from Starix. Double kill. Guardian also going to pick one off, and now it's back to a 1-on-2 Starix. He's done so much, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough. It's a 1-on-1. There's no time left. Emilio's going to go for the plant. Starix has to try and clutch it with 9 HP. Has picked up an AK, but isn't actually using it just now.
He believes in the power of the P250. It's served him well so far with 3 kills. Emilio expecting him to come out from guard, and he's going to get wrapped around on. Oh, the timing for Emilio to turn around. He spots Starix, and again, Navi. So close yet so far.
Oh, that was going to be a sick clutch with the pistol, but it's just not enough. Now, Guardian has picked up an AWP. Delpan has one too. There's only a 3-round difference at the moment. This started off being... What was the first half score? 4 rounds in the first half for ESG. It was 4-11. And now we're at a 12-9 scoreline.
And again, the aggression from Navi really taking over Banana. Delpan is here with the AWP. He can't do a damn thing with it, though. He's roasting alive. But this has been a very quick exchange of frags, and ESG are now down a man. So Navi with the advantage here. They actually can put a round on the board.
Maybe they can. I mean, this is looking like a very, very likely scenario at this point. Zeus, gotta be careful they don't peek over the smoke, which is what they're doing right now. Mikelele gonna be the one to take the peek, and Zeus, if he falls back out, they might just spot him. I think you can see the shadow here. Mikelele not really catching on just yet. There's the peek, and Zeus gets the kill in return, so no dice at all. He saw that coming. Really smart play from Zeus there.
Yeah, and at this point, Emilio doesn't really have too many options. Seems like he's going to be backing off the second mid. Edward gets spotted in the apartments, though. Edward at full HP, so it's not the end of the world. He somehow... I don't know if that was intentional or not. It works just the same, but that smoke looked a little odd. Just catching the angle there.
Yeah, Emilio, how much money have they got on ESG? I mean, they've been winning a lot of rounds in a row here. 5 rounds in a row, but they actually don't have that much on the scoreboard right now, so still got to be very careful. Emilio making noise, so they definitely know where he is, and when he walks out right here, actually going to pick up the headshot on Edward. I was going to say Edward's waiting, so it should be an easy kill. Let's seize to pick it up, and it will be 13-9. And now we're finally starting to string something together, and then, wouldn't you believe it, we have another pause coming up.
We lose Delpan again. Who knows how long it takes with Delpan?
I don't know.
And he's gonna have to reload the wire and everything. Oh, man. Alright. Oh, that's gonna slow things down again. Navi, though, they're on the board. That's the most important thing here, for them at least. Keeping a good few teammates alive, 3 of them, so at least Navi, you know, they can swap some rifles around, spread out the love, spread out the money. Take a little bit of the load off, and ESG seems like their money is kind of broken at this point. Losing that round certainly didn't help them. Emilio, 4K, Huiten, 6. Like, the rest of them, they look too low to really make anything of this. I mean, Huiten can drop a FAMAS and still get... I mean, he can drop a Galil, and still get Galil armor full nades if he wants to. But Emilio is pretty, is on the limit.
Oh, man. This is, yeah, it's very frustrating with all these pauses, and it's really weird because I feel like this map was actually decided in the first half, and somehow the second half has just been going on forever and ever and ever. I mean, it's great if ESG can actually make the comeback, but if not, it's yeah, it's just a really long half here with a lot of disconnects in it. I need something to cheer me up. This is where I need some of those jokes that we were talking about earlier. Where are they, guys? The jokes in the chat help us out. Guardian trying to mind game my Killilies. That's what's going on, I think. No resume yet. I mean, please. Sees the saying, so Delpan is back. He's just going to be taking quite a while. I guess that's alright. Maybe he's looking for a snack, you know, something to drink, just getting comfortable. Get on with it, Delpan, please. Semler, have you lost your mind completely?
What's up?
Have you lost your mind?
I have. Did I have my push to talk key pressed in there?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you
what?
Just at the end here, but I think you haven't been saying anything otherwise.
Sorry, man.
Alright.
I don't know what's going on anymore. But it looks like Delpan's back, and he's got the monies. And that's enough. Actually, on Delpan, that's enough to be able to get a pretty reasonable buy going here. So they want to just keep the pressure up, ESG. They don't want to let Na'Vi get any kind of breathing room to start getting bank, and more importantly, they want to keep them off that 14th round. ESG still need a little bit of a buffer here to play.
Now let's see. 23rd round. I think this is going to be the time. I believe we'll have no more disconnects. I just have a magical feeling that it won't happen anymore, because otherwise I might just have to strangle someone, and it's not worth it. I mean, I don't want to have to kill someone just to stream a Counter-Strike game. Edward's going to be taking a kill here onto Emilio, and Na'Vi are looking to see if they can get up to 14 rounds. Guardian AWPing while blind, definitely a brave attempt. Inside the bomb site, Zeus goes down. Edward, actually that's Cease picking up a kill here. The bomb is planted, but it's a 3-on-4. Now a 2-on-4, and Huerten coming up with a good kill. Rogue picking up a double. Now it's back into a 2-on-2 somehow, and Starix is being caught here. Huerten going to take him down. Guardian will drop, and it's Rogue to pick up the triple kill. 13-10. And we are now not quite done yet. Now we won't be able to buy once again. And let's see if ESG can bring this a little bit closer.
Is that me, or did it seem like Na'Vi were kind of just like all over the place with that retake? Like 1-1-1-1-1-1, just weird fights going on all over the place, and when the dust settles, ESG somehow come out ahead.
Yeah, it is surprising, especially because it's really pleasing, but it's Rogue who's doing so much of the work right here. I mean, he's been a little bit quiet in some of the other games, but he's really stepping it up right now. Starix is going to go down, and now, obviously, this eco round is going to give ESG a real chance to get within striking distance to really take this away 2-0 from Na'Vi. Guardian goes down in the middle, and with these pistols, they're not really able to put out much of a struggle. And now another pause. Are you kidding me?
You cursed us, man. Seriously, what were you thinking, saying there wasn't going to be another pause?
It's been happening all day anyway.
Doomed. Abandon all hope.
Man.
Yeah, this is brutal. This is an endurance match like no other. I mean, we know that these were going to be long days of CS, and that the teams would have to eat their Wheaties and really wake up on the right side of the bed, you know, whole thing, go through all the rituals, be on point. But this adds a whole new level. I mean, this is intense. I think that's 3 hours now for 2 maps, and we aren't even done with the second map.
Oh, please. Have mercy.
And it's not even like we've had breaks. There haven't been really breaks. I mean, it's just like pauses. It's not a break where players can like step away from their PCs and go and stretch their legs or anything. They all have to sit here.
I don't care about what the players do. I want a break where I can like get something to eat or drink or really anything.
No, Anders.
It's not happening. Oh my god.
Put it on auto director and all solo cast. Take a round and go and get something to eat.
Nah, it's alright. I'm gonna stay with it.
Right.
I mean, I'm prepared, and actually there's a possibility I might even die in this chair today, so it's gonna be alright. I'll never go. You know, you don't leave your sinking ship, right? We're just gonna stay on it here, Semler. We're the captains. We can't leave.
What the hell happened? So apparently Starks is questioning how precise the pause is going to be. 3 minutes, according to Roke.
Okay, well.
I guess, you know, start your timer, Anders. That's it. Get the stopwatch out. If they are not back by 3 minutes, it's Delpan again. If they're not back by 3 minutes time, that's it. DQ. ESG, map goes to Navi.
All right, so I think I've just been talking to one of the guys from Face It here, and apparently they're hosting their North American tournament tonight. So
yeah, iBuyPower are playing in it, are they not?
I think so. And what they're asking is if we want to try and use the host command, so that they stream it, but we actually host it on this channel. So that could be fun. I mean, why not try it out, right?
Oh, that could be cool, actually.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah. So, if you want to stay on this channel, I'm gonna talk to them once if we're ever done with this, I'm gonna try and talk to them and see if we can figure that out. I mean, why not get some more action on the channel? And Face It people are cool people anyway, so we wanna help out if we can at all. Yeah, Steele's been tweeting some screenshots of him just relaxing. You know, damn you, Steele, 2 monitors, your feet up, and obviously, all refreshments and all.
That's how you do it right there. I need to get a mic that I can, like, one of those handheld mics, and then I could have the same. I could do it the same way. Like, my ideal setup will be, and eventually someday this will happen, I'll have one of those projector screens that drops down from the ceiling, right?
Yeah. And
I'm just going to take over an entire wall of my apartment and basically have a projector screen on it, project the game onto that, and then just sit there with like a handheld mic and in like a sofa. And that's how I'll cast games. So like these long haul sort of situations, not a problem. Put my feet up on the coffee table.
Maybe
take care of it.
Maybe a hammock inside where you can just, just sit down or lay down and relax,
It's I'm more about like the mobility. It's like, yeah, you can sit down, but you remember Fragbite where I was walking around? Yeah. That sort of thing. Like being able to just stretch your legs a little bit while you're casting, that it makes a world of difference. Being able to just stand up and walk a little bit. And especially if you got like the adrenaline going, it's just like you want to walk, right? You want to, it's like sitting down is rough. Being able to stretch your legs though a little bit, that's pretty crucial.
I can't even feel my legs anymore. I'm like this fish in the fountain that's just stuck up against the wall and not moving. This is a very accurate representation of what is going on in my head right now. Basically, it's like slow progress. That's it. Just no luck at all. Oh my god.
It's going to happen.
Well, look, the good news is we get more and more people tuning in. So I hope you guys are going to follow the channel so we can get up to 150,000 followers. We are at 148,739 right now. So we're just about 1,000 away. A little bit more, obviously. The math is not quite correct. But a little bit more than 1,000 away from the 150 mark that we were going for. And even though it's been a little bit disappointing here for this best of 3, hope you guys are going to forgive us. It's obviously a little bit out of our control. Also, subscribe if you want to help us out and be on the subscriber team. And we definitely appreciate it. Later today, we're going to be giving away a Deagle that I have on my inventory here. A Stat Track Desert Eagle Cobalt Disruption, and it's a factory new one as well. It's not a huge giveaway, I realize. It's like only, I think the value is like $23, $25 or something like that, so it's not really massively impressive. It's just kind of a thank you to everyone who's subscribing, because we really appreciate it. And hopefully in the future we'll try and do a little bit more of stuff like that. There's also a Facebook raffle going on at the bottom of the page that you guys can click. That's from our sponsor, Case King, and you can go and click that link and then follow the link, and you can just like the page and you'll be able to win a Zoe keyboard, and we'll be doing giveaways for the next 12 weeks through that Facebook link, basically. So you can just, if you click it once, you'll be able to win for the next couple of weeks as well. That's good news. What else can we say? There's also Twitter accounts that you guys can go and follow us at. It's at OnFireSemmler, it's at OnFireAnders, and then there's also a Room on Fire CSGO Twitter that we haven't really used much yet, but we'll try and put some more effort into it. We also have a subreddit, and I think that's about it. Oh, a YouTube channel as well, where you can watch VODs that we haven't that we uploaded yet. I think we haven't actually uploaded the VODs from yesterday. We're a little bit slow on that, but it's been such a hectic day today, we haven't actually got around to it. But hopefully soon we will be able to. Guardian he's lost his mind just as much as we have. He's looking at the moonwalking chicken. Yeah.
Guardian.
Volvo. It's making noises as well, like it's running away. This is like the final circle of hell if you're a chicken. permanently running from people with guns and you can't actually get away.
You don't think that what's happening now, is the final circle of hell for CS players and viewers and commentators?
Yeah,
I'm feeling pretty sure we got to be somewhere in like the 7th, 8th, like getting on the 9th ring here.
Yeah, it's getting out of control. Look, Samler, I'm just going to quickly leave you to shoot. I'll just mute for a second and I will be right back.
Okay, then. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are back from yet another pause here in the match. ESG, the Swedes, on a sick comeback, nigh impossible. Who would say that they managed to get in 11 rounds in this half, especially after such a horrendous start? But Na'Vi, 13 rounds to their name. And they do have a bit of a bye coming in. Guardian dropping 55-50 this round. That leads me to think he has an AWP somewhere. I think I've forgotten. He's got his knife, though. And his knife is actually pretty fun. I actually have no idea what his knife says. I completely forgot. It's escaping me. My brain is going crazy. And I thought that we were back into this, but it doesn't seem like we are. Right now, basically, the score, in case you're wondering, in case you're just tuning in, because this is something that we don't really have right now on the stream, but it's something we absolutely need to add for Best of 3 series, a scoreline. But right now, ESG are currently up 1-0 versus Na'Vi in this match. And here we are. We're back into it. Inferno and ESG fighting to go through to Gamescom. If they manage to secure 5 rounds on this map, they go to Gamescom. And Na'Vi, in one of the biggest upsets so far of this tournament, are out of it, are done. They will not be at Gamescom. So now we see ESG sneaking their way up to the B site. They're looking at top banana, seized with the smoke to cut them off, and that's just there to bleed time off the clock and make it a little bit difficult. ESG have to do some soul searching if they want to try and YOLO through that smoke. And it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. It doesn't seem like they want to go for it. They're kind of just biding their time. Michael with a nice little boost there at the back, as we can see, thanks to the auto director, to look over behind new boxes into Ninja, but it's going to be the flashes, it's going to be the smokes, and here we go, speeding up for the B side. Flanking is going to be Rogue, but Seized finds a headshot on him first. Delpan takes out Starks, who was playing by coils, and now it is going to be Seized, but it doesn't do enough. A 3-on-3 situation now. Seized gets cleaned up, but Guardian is close with an M4A1, looking to find shots. Zeus putting shots onto Michael through the smoke as well. Good damage dealt there, but now it settles, it calms down. It's a triangle within a triangle, and Na'Vi, they need to get this retake. No kit, so they're running out of time. They have to close in, but ESG are playing this down perfectly. Michael peeks out, gets the first kill. Guardian still looking at him. It's not going to happen. Michael gets greedy. 2 quick kills for Na'Vi. Huiten is the last man alive. Goes jumping through, and Guardian runs out of smoke. He runs out of bullets. Are you kidding me? Guardian misses the golden opportunity to give Na'Vi the 14th round, and Huiten, they line up for him. How ridiculous is that? Huiten, he doesn't even think he's going to make it happen that time. He goes jumping out of the smoke, crossing his fingers, hoping against hope that Guardian won't kill him first, or one of the Na'Vi members won't kill him before he can stop the defuse. Instead, they gift it to him. Unreal.
Oh my god. I just caught that as well. That was truly something.
Unreal, unreal. So now, ESG, against all odds, are 1 round away from tying it up with Na'Vi right now. This is huge, huge. And they have an eco round to boot. Anders, they're going to be tied up. It's going to be 13-13. It's the sickest comeback so far.
It really is. Na'Vi is letting this one go, and I bet they're massively frustrated. I mean, there's been so many weird. I mean, Seized is pausing right again, and this has been the story of the whole game, and Na'Vi aren't coping with it, not as well as ESG is. Emilio going to pick off one, and they're obviously eco here in Na'Vi's side. They just don't have a chance. This is going to be the equalize from being behind so much. ESG have fought their way back, and now 13-13.
And they get onto the site. I mean, they practically unscathed, losing a little bit of health on 3 members here. C's trying to do his best to get something done. It's not going to happen, though. C's does get the headshot on Michael, but it's too little, really. It's just too little. 1 kill is not good enough for Na'Vi right now. ESG have the money. They have all the money. They don't need to worry about dropping guns, about, you know, making sure that Michael is equipped. That's not a problem right now. The real problem is that Na'Vi, they desperately need to pick up this round, and most of them are only going to have 5k in the bank, so they're going to have to go with just rifles and nades, unless Guardian doesn't even go for the AWP.
No AWP needed. Just going to go for the rifles all around. I mean, there's still a chance that Na'Vi can come back and win the next 3 rounds here. They should be able to, but this has been too out of the rounds on the second half here so far, 2 of them have Na'Vi won. 1 was the pistol. They lost the second round, and then they've won the 22nd round, and that's about it. Otherwise, it's been all ESG all the way. This is just a complete tragedy. And just to point this out as well, just because people, I mean, CSGO Lounge is always blamed whenever anyone gets DDoS, but this game isn't even on CSGO Lounge. It's just people being dicks. That's about it. So, again, we're sorry. We're really sorry about all of this, but at least... I mean, at least we do have another good game coming up, hopefully. That should start in about 10 minutes, and I'm sort of almost wondering if we shouldn't just go and cast that one once, you know, this one is actually over, like the map is over.
You want to go from...
I mean, can you imagine casting
even Copenhagen Wolves is faster than this. Even with their wire resets and everything, burning time off the clock, this is still faster than this, like 1 round at a time that we're getting here.
Yeah, can you imagine casting a whole Dust 2 map from the beginning like this? I mean, how is that going to work?
Yeah, that's I'm not even sure. This is just yeah, impressive. Gotta admire the players though, their tenacity for hanging in there.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is the sick thing is that, I mean, this is where it's a real shame, isn't it? Because whatever team wins is going to be going to a $250,000 tournament. So it's not like they're just having, you know, an online game in a larger league where they're trying to, you know, win some points or something. There's a lot on the line right here. A hell of a lot on the line. And it's being a little bit brought down by all of these disconnects. Now we're back into the 27th round, and let's see if we can have some more action coming up here. Na'Vi fighting for that 3rd map. ESG, well, they're fighting for an incredible comeback in the middle of all the mayhem, and so far, just putting a little bit of pressure on Banana, taking some grenade damages seized, and they do have that AWP on Michaelele.
Yeah, this is the change of pace here for ESG. They're hoping to get something done with it. Wait 10 taking quite a bit of damage from Starks. Good spray there through the smoke at bottom of Banana. That's kind of Starks really just crossing his fingers and hoping somebody's going to be trying to hold down there. So that actually looked really cool from Edward, just standing there watching all the bullets go by.
I was enjoying that. Edward, oh, Delpan, he's spraying through here. How is he not connecting with those shots? Is he firing at the wrong angle?
I don't think you can bang at that angle.
Not anymore, but you used to be able to.
You're banging through the door basically there on the wall. That particular angle, I don't think you can.
I'm gonna have to check that. That's important knowledge.
Well, dude, everything has changed now since they've changed the wall banging anyway.
It's true. You're right. Maybe I'm just misremembering as well. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not even sure I recognize my own name anymore. It's been so long. Guardian in the middle.
It's been 100 years.
It really feels like it. I mean, this is almost brainwashing. In this B-bomb site, it's a big problem because he's actually just in the corner. He has the M4, but no grenades left here on Na'Vi any longer. In 24 seconds now, ESG charging into the bomb site. Good pick up from Starix. Can they get it done? Starix going to go down in the corner, seized with a great double spray down and a triple as well. The Russian is not done yet. He's dropped a 30 bomb. He's at 33 kills. Semler. What a performance from Seized, even if it's been a while, and even if it's been 100 disconnects, he's still getting the kills.
He is. And Seized is keeping his cool, and that's crucial. Seized has dropped a 30 bomb. He's at 33 frags right now. Just pointing that out, how important he has been for Na'Vi throughout this entire second map here. We were talking about him waking up and starting to do his job, which is get entries, mess shit up. That's Seized for you. So he has been doing a tremendous amount of work for Na'Vi, and they are roasting to death on Banana. Seized, even using fire and flames, man. Styling points.
Yep, and Michaelele is down as well. There's Road to 4, Kritten low on health, and Delpan, I don't think he can save this situation any longer. It's a 1-on-3 for him. Does turn around and make it a 1-on-2. And Na'Vi, not really, they don't really need to peek him. That's actually a little bit silly.
Guardian has an AWP, but Delpan is falling back into T-spawn. If only Edward could go back into T-spawn. He's waiting in second mid right now. And is Delpan actually going to get the drop? He's in underpass right now. He's in underpass. Edward, does he hear? He does hear Delpan, and he catches him. Surprise!
How is he not dead? Grenade doesn't hit either. Delpan staying alive way longer than he should, but now still winning the round is really difficult. They know exactly where he is. Grenade is going to rain out. Delpan jumps right into it, and that is it. He goes down. Nicely timed by Guardian. That's now map point here for Na'Vi. 15-13. Let's see if we can finish this last round here, and then we might be going on to Dust 2.
Yeah, Na'Vi, all of a sudden, you can feel just how quickly they want to get this over with now that they have the time. Starks A little bit of a bump in the road there, but it seems to have smoothed out. And now, ESG, they have to go for a force buy whatever they can. Guardian still has his AWP. Looking for a shot, not going to find it though. Good timing on the flash there from ESG to stop him from getting any picks early on here. But Na'Vi still have a huge advantage in this round as far as the sheer firepower that they have at their disposal.
They absolutely do. These two AKs shouldn't be enough to change this, but the really dangerous thing is that if it does, Na'Vi actually don't have any money. Well, they have a little bit, but not enough to make a full buy. I mean, not even close. So this could be overtime, which is almost painful. But we'll see.
And this isn't MR3 overtime. This is MR5 overtime. All right. Let's see. Flashes in. Edward around the corner. Mike Lely trying to rush him down. It's still the 1-for-1 trade. Guardian is going to be here. No, it's Zeus. He sprays down one. Still alive as well. Swaps out for the pistol. Guardian takes a shot. Not going to get it. He misses two, in fact. Guardian gets the third. And he is going to get overrun in the end. Into a 2-on-2 we go.
Yeah, now a 1-on-2. Starrick's going to have to try and see if he can make this happen. Bomb just being put down. He's got the Molotov, so he's going to be able to check one corner with it. Spraying through the box, not really finding anyone yet here. Rogue is very nearly dead, and Starrick still has 100% HP, so this is not quite over yet. In the corner, Delpan hiding. There's the one kill, and he keeps shooting through. He's going to jump up here on the box. Delpan, now the pistol out, and the headshot, and Starrick saves the day and saves us from overtime. And we are going to be going on to Dust 2 to decide this best of 3. Holy hell. This wasn't even like a marathon match. This is like this is like the Na'Vi ESG saga at this point. It just never ends. Okay, guys, we will go to a really quick commercial break, so please don't go anywhere. We have more Counter-Strike coming up, and we'll inform you about what we're going to be doing. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back.